I found 12 ways that you can make a full-time income on Etsy, and many of these don't require any additional skill. The first one can be found on sites like Simply Jessica Marie, Anthropology, and more. And this trend is called bouquet all the way. We are seeing actual bouquets that are put together, whether it be just with a wrapped ribbon or a vase, and the image of this bouquet is placed on artwork, it's on apparel. You can see it here on a back print, on this hoodie, it's an embroidered bouquet. You can see it on this very preppy sweatshirt from Keel James Patrick. We also see it in the artwork from Simply Jessica Marie with the vase with the flowers on artwork. We also see it as prints on towels. So whether you are doing digital or print on demand or handmade products, you can absolutely play into this trend. Let's say you are doing ceramics or pottery or altered items. You could totally do a bouquet shape and turn that into a functional product such as a trinket tray. And we see it with different aesthetics. So this is more of a bright, bold vibe, very eclectic feeling. And then we also see it in a very kind of shabby chic farmhouse kind of southern feel as well. So we're seeing this trend not just with one vibe for one customer, but we're seeing it for different types of customers who appreciate different color schemes and decor. And if you really want to become a market leader, then you will package that first trend with the second trend. And the second trend is sunset sorbet. And the whole idea here is having a range of pastel rainbow tones mixed with pops of really bright color. You can see in rugs, I'm seeing this so much in home decor. We also see it in footwear. We also see it in very trendy prints. We have the pastels and then the pops of the bright pink and the bright orange. We also see it with frames and artwork, right? The finished product of this frame is going to be someone else's photo placed in, but this frame is actually playing into the trend by having just the filler paper as a play into this trend. So we have the really blush pink with then the pops of the green and the blue. We also see it in other smaller decor items like doorknobs. Knobs are hardware, and it's a great way for people to bring trends in, and they can change out the knobs as needed. We also see it in pillows, right? Where we have mostly pastels and then the pops of the red, almost like Easter colors with then pops of brighter tones. And also in overall room decor. So maybe it's essentially the props, the things around your product are making that product look trendy because your product is the pop of the bright in an otherwise pastel rainbow environment. And this is a great way to play into trends without changing your product. You simply put your product in an environment where suddenly it plays into the trend and it becomes part of the trend. Now, the next trend is essential if you are doing handmade items, handpicked by a seller items, or supplies. And this is the beaded babe trend. It is beaded everything. So we are seeing this in so many trendy boutiques and retailers right now and brands. I'm seeing this a ton with totes and bags and little coin purses. This is an all over beaded bag, very expensive. Smaller coin purses, which would be more of a lower price point product. Now, if you're thinking, how would I integrate beaded bags? I'm not going to be making this beaded stuff. No, you do not have to make it. Maybe you do a themed gift box or a themed gift basket and play into the handpicked by a seller category. So for this one, the theme of the gift box could be Mine with, some heart erasers and heart pencils, beaded ornaments, beaded charms, car charms, beaded bows, right? Adding beaded elements to hair clips and hair accessories, beaded wallets. Again, if you don't want to make it yourself, you can do the handpicked by a seller angle and make the themed box with it. Also little beaded brooches, right? It could be very small. And then here we go with the claw clips, right? Really a great take on this claw clip trend that I don't see going away. Let's say you're like, I want to do the beaded earrings, but I don't know how to make earrings. Okay, well, maybe you're buying beaded earrings and you're adding something to it. You're adding a little charm to it. You're adding rhinestones to it. You're altering it in some way. Let's say you sell patterns for embroidery. Well, maybe you now sell beaded embroidery type of patterns. So that's another way you could play into this trend. Now, this next trend is really going to bring in a great LTV, lifetime value of the customer. And I'm calling this trend put and proper. Say that 5 times. Put and proper. The whole idea of this is golf, tennis, tennis, country club, lifestyle. Here we see examples of this. You could definitely take this easily into print on demand. We're seeing it from adults to babies. We're also seeing it in a much more boyish fashion with more of a vintage vibe. We're seeing it as appliques and chenille patches. We're seeing it with earrings and accessories. And then we see, the tennis rackets, tennis club, monograms. I think we're going to see really have a comeback as well. Now, this next trend would be great to combine with the put and proper trend. And this next trend is called pearl kissed. So it is really just having a kiss of a pearl accent on everything. Here we're combining it with the two-tone color trend, so two-tone pink, plus the bow trend. Here we are seeing it as accents on denim. You can see the back does not have the pearls, but it's usually on the front. That means you could literally buy any apparel, add the pearl accents to it, and suddenly it fits into the handmade category. Here's another one getting into the sock accessory trend with sock jewels that are kind of pearl themed and pearl inspired. Super trendy. Not sure how that would last in the washing machine. Here again, we see the pearl accents. So even if you just put like a pearl border around something or get a pearl trim so you're not attaching them individually, it is a really great way to add value. We're definitely seeing it on the shoe charms, earrings, of course, but in new ways where it's not just one pearl. It is a string of pearls, a hoop of pearls. Seeing it definitely in necklaces, but in a more unconventional way with unique shapes. Pearl charms that are for charm bracelets, charm necklaces, shoe charms, you name it. Keychains, we're seeing a lot of that. And then let's say you're thinking, I don't do anything that would work with pearls. I don't see this working for my shop. I do, something that's really not going to incorporate actual pearls. Then kind of give a nod to the pearl look by having maybe a more beaded trim. This is definitely a nod to the pearl trend and it's beautiful, the detail. We have the white kind of pearl bubble trim. And if you do digital or print on demand, then add pearls into your graphics or make the lettering out of pearls and turn pearls into actual text, right? So there's a lot of options with graphic design. The next trend is one of my favorites and I've been dying to talk about it. It is called punch and plush. It is the whole kind of tufted punch pillow look. I'm seeing it all over the place. It's really mostly in the decor space. I could also see it getting into the wall art space with tapestries that are in this design. We do start to see it in kind of the rug look where it's more of a shag rug. And we're even seeing this come into a way where there's multiple types of texture on other products through things like this, where it's a lampshade that has embroidery, it has fringe, it has maybe some felt layered pieces, but a lot of layering and depth and dimension through fabric, specifically in textiles. So that is really the umbrella of this punch and plush trend. So the next trend is going to be something that I think will probably last a good few years. This trend used to be only a July trend. Now it's a year-round trend, and I'm calling this Americana year-round. So we're kind of seeing this through a more kind of Wild West cowboy theme. We are seeing this with the American flag on things. Here's the beaded trend combined with this, right, where it says y'all. So it's almost like a very Texas patriotic vibe. Yacht Club USA all summer long, like a very vintage inspired look as well. What could be more American than a golden retriever and the American flag? So if you sell to pet owners, right now let's do patriotic pet owners. If you want to be really loud, just doing a full-blown back print USA is another way to do this. Or you can be more subtle. You could do it on apparel. You could do it on blankets. And we also look at like what things kind of are associated with 4th of July, the American flag, being patriotic. And here we see ice cream rhinestone embellishments, all-American, carefree, white picket fence type of vibe here. Now, I think you could actually combine that trend with this next one, and this next trend is called denim duo. Now, this would be typically for the handmade category or handpicked by a seller. You could do this with print on demand or with digital, but you'd probably want to do it in a more subtle way so it doesn't look super fake. So this trend is where you are basically combining two shades of denim. So you could take bleach and do a bleach pattern or text or a stenciling on one shade of denim to make it 2 shades of denim. So we see that happening here. Super trendy, all over print. Here is where it's actually 2 separate shades of denim. Now I could see this coming into play with totes, like zipper totes, bags, accessories, headbands, right? Headbands that are fabric wrapped or knotted headbands. I could even see it carrying into Christmas with like stockings, right? Here we see it with more applique. So this is super, super trendy. We have kind of this lotus floral vibe happening here. We have the layered look, again, kind of playing into that layered textile look. And I think we're going to see that throughout the rest of the year. Now, this next trend is one that I've seen come in a very strong way, specifically when it comes to anything that has a glaze or that is a glass or that is a vessel for something else. And this trend is called hollow glow. So things that are iridescent, that kind of have a holographic reflection. So we're seeing it with glazes that are on different ceramics, with glass. We're seeing it again with the knob trend. Knobs are a great way to bring in trends. We're actually seeing it in full decor items such as lamps. We're seeing it in candle vessels. This is like an immediate way to zhuzh up and make your candle vessels more trendy. We're seeing it in match holders. Here's a vase with kind of they're almost calling it a rainbow look, but it truly is the iridescent holographic look. Stay tuned because there's a second trend hidden in this image right here. And it is the last trend we are covering today. Okay, another one, very practical items where it's like a shell figurine, it's a paperweight, or honestly, this looks like a napkin holder. You could honestly get that wholesale and probably create kind of a whole hollow glow themed gift basket and do hand picked by a seller where you've curated holographic iridescent items. That would be a great idea. We're seeing it also in accessories, acrylic organizers. So think anything you do with acrylic, look for an iridescent or holographic acrylic. Here is another iridescent party bag. Now this would be great if you are selling party favors, if you are selling gift boxes, gift baskets, this could be the vessel. So the vessel of the gift box or the gift set could be this iridescent trend. Office organizers with pencils and pens and rulers, right? It is suddenly a way to bring this into kind of more household decor. Now, the next type of customer or trend to sell within is called party pop. And this is the confetti trend, where confetti is basically inspiring your full design, or it's an accent. So we see it a lot coming through with elements such as glitter. We see it with kind of sequin accents, where it's kind of a confetti of sparkle and color. We're also seeing it as accents. Now, keep in mind, this is both adults and kids. Adding rhinestones to something in a kind of confetti, kind of organic way is another way to bring this in. Kind of as an arm off of the pearl trend, we're seeing this with kind of a rhinestone confetti type of look. So it's almost like studs that look kind of like confetti. We're also seeing it in prints. So think about the confetti animal cracker cookie things, those frosted confetti animal crackers pulled into wallpaper or wrapping paper. I could also see this working for like sprinkled donuts or sprinkled cookies or cupcakes. And actually, we're seeing it as true confetti as well. There are entire shops that only sell confetti for all the different occasions you could imagine. We're also seeing, thick kind of body glitter for festivals as we head into festival season. Let's say the product itself might not have the confetti component, but your background does, like this photo has. So it's a background that looks like confetti. That's another way to associate with this trend. It could also be kind of on the bow trend where you've added, I see both the beaded trend, but also kind of the confetti trend. It looks like a party on the bow. We also see true confetti bows where these bows, they're actually DIY, it looks like. So you can create a confetti bow with clear tape. That opens up a whole lot of ideas. Again, with the party hats, confetti clutches, a confetti kind of look on headbands. And I think whether you are doing digital, print on demand, handmade supplies, handpicked, I think you could absolutely bring in this confetti element into your designs. All right, the last two are some of my favorites because they are extremely high margin. The first of the last two, I'm calling it Pyro Lover. Now I'm talking about about matchstick boxes, matchstick holders, candle holders, even ashtrays. And this could be a really cool favor type of product that you sell under the supply category. Super cute, high margin. Look at that profit. If you do anything with ceramics or pottery, you've got to be playing into this. Really cute matchstick holder. Another really cute matchstick holder. This is a very unique type of matchstick holder. Now this is straight from eBay, but I do think this is actually very trendy. And if you sold this on Etsy, positioned in a totally different way, you could probably sell it for twice as much. So part of this is actually having really cute matches to picture this in. Camera match holder with the little thing that you strike the match on, different unique vessels for matchsticks, very unique incense holders, much more modern, minimalistic, but I like how they pictured it in this photo with something that really drew a lot more attention and made it more fun. And then with the candle holders, very, very unique. We have the bubbled look, could also get into the supply category for weddings and just buy and resell for candle holders. Whether they light them or not, people like to have candles around, and really unique candle shapes are something I am seeing a lot of. If you are doing any type of 3D printing, or if you are doing any concrete work, this could be a great category for you to play in. Also see it with painted products. So maybe you buy candlesticks and then you do a special effect like painting. This is playing into the bow trend, super cute. I think you could definitely do a lot with this, especially with the supply category. The kind of pyro lover, think about anything related to lighting something on fire. That is a trend and trending products that you want to pay attention to. Now, the last trend is probably one of my favorites. We saw hints of this trend last spring, but now we are seeing full-blown 100%. The most trendy boutiques are going in on this trend. And this is vase voyage, okay? We're going on an adventure with vases where we are seeing super unique shapes with vases, and we are seeing it all over the place, different sizes, different shapes, different colors. We are seeing vases that look like something else completely, where it looks like a hot dog, but it's actually a vase, right? Different textures are coming in where there's a lot of dimension happening. We're seeing it even on Amazon, right? Where it's done in a not so cute, trendy way. But this is a trendy product where if you were selling this product on Etsy, you could position this with much more elevated branding and sell it for a lot more. We're still seeing the cowboy boot vases. Boot vases are here to stay, I think, for another year. We're also seeing purse vases, which I don't know if you caught, where there was the iridescent purse that had the flowers in it, even book vases. So this is something where, okay, maybe you are in the bookish trend with your shop and you're kind of playing into that bookish trend. Well, how about you take that literally and put it into and infuse it into another product, such as a vase. We also see the shell trend come into play here with them looking like a vase. The bow trend, where they straight up are vases that look like bows. There's so much opportunity here. So I hope these 12 trend ideas to make you a lot of money on Etsy this year have been helpful to you. Now, if you're thinking these trends are great, but how do I get traffic on my listings? Well, then you're definitely going to want to check out my next video on SEO, and that will ensure that when you get these amazing trends into your shop, that you actually get found. All right, guys, we'll see you over there.